Welcome back to the Crucible Theatre, where Barry Pinches has just won through to the quarter-finals of this year's Seniors World Championship. Joe Johnson has bowed out. All 4 quarter-finals will be played tomorrow, by the way. Let's take a look at the situations. The tournament make great progress now. Jimmy White through to play the Brazilian Igor Figueiredo. Stuart Watson up against Tony Drago. Barry's opponent's going to be James Wattener. 1 match to be played in the round of 16. Darren Morgan and Dechuat Boomjang about to meet, and the winner will play Ken Doherty in the quarter-finals. Barry has joined us alongside Ken Doherty and Neil Phelps. Congratulations.
Thanks, Ray. Yeah,
Bet you enjoyed that. Well played.
Yeah, I played well. I played a good first 2 frames and missed maybe 1 ball and put Joe under it a little bit. And but he played a good third frame. It went a bit scrappy, but he potted some really good balls, sort of rolling back the years. But I managed to sort of get in the last game and finish things off. I was very pleased, yeah. Your
safety play was in really good shape tonight, would you agree?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah, I think all round. Like just maybe that 1 missed black, and that was it, really. Yeah, I was very pleased. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, well, he's always been a good safety player. He's always known, you know, he's been around it as long as us all.
As long as you can,
yeah, but he's always been known as being, you know, very tactically astute, plays some good safety, knows the angles, and... yeah, I thought you played some really good saves.
Yeah,
but even you scored pretty well as well when you got the chance.
Well, I look at you, Barry, as basically you've been playing for this level for a long time, haven't you? Your standards never really dipped that much, I don't think. Every time I see you, you play good safety, you don't miss much.
Yeah. I mean, my problem's always been I've had like 1,000 different key actions. But, you know, so that's always been my problem over the years, to be honest with you. At the moment, I'm very happy with how I'm playing, and I'm playing a fair bit because my lad plays Luke, and there's another really good player in Norwich.
Keeps you inspired to play.
Well, it does. If I stop playing, then Luke loses a practice player. But I still enjoy playing. I wouldn't play if I didn't enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
Good to hear.
For those of us who have absolutely no idea what it's like in these situations, when you're getting towards a finish line, how do you balance whether to be ultra careful and whether to really push on for this?
Yeah, I think that's always a difficult thing, and Ken would be one of the masters of that. Shot selection is a huge thing, isn't it, in snooker? And different players play different shots. You know, I think Jimmy went for a brown today that I would have never went for in a million years, but Jimmy plays like that. I don't. Ken may have not went for that brown, but that's the fascination of snooker, isn't it? Everybody sees the game differently, and it's always a fine line to get the right shot. And Neil knows that as well.
By the way, I know there's an awful lot of snooker to be played, but the final's on Sunday, and it starts at midday, round about the same time that Norwich City play Leeds United.
Yes, I know.
In the playoffs, the Championship playoff.
Yeah.
So
I'll have to put that to the back.
Well, I was going to. Should we get to that? I was wondering whether you might have an earpiece out here to keep it. But that could be a real Super Sunday for you if should that happen.
That's right. Yeah. I think.
Might put a monitor up there for you.
I think Norwich they're the form team probably of the playoffs, so I think they've got every chance against Leeds. And hope there's no Leeds fans in. But there you go.
Well played tonight, and all the very, very best.
Cheers,
Other side of the coin now, over to Rob Walker.
Joe, he just scored too heavily in the first couple of frames, didn't he?
He played really well, didn't he? I mean, you can tell he's still on the tour because his match play is superb, but not just his potting, which was good, but his safety was excellent. He kept leaving me in great trouble all the time. I didn't know what to do.
Well, having said that, some of these single pots you produced in the third frame were magnificent. Red to the middle didn't look like it was possible.
I didn't play to pot it. I'm kidding. Yeah, it was a miracle. But I was playing safe at the same time, so there was no pressure on it. If I miss it, it's safe. If it goes in, I'm on the black. So.
But it still shows that you've got some real touches of class when you're, when the queuing arm comes through nicely, you produce some wonderful moments.
Yeah, well, that's kind of you to say. I mean, I was getting into the swing of it after a while, but not playing matches, it makes it so difficult for some of the older players because you don't get used to it. And by the time you start getting used to it, you're probably 2 or 3 down, So, yeah, I was enjoying it at the back end. When I won a frame, I was relaxing. But like you say, he played so well.
Well, we get the benefit of your expertise in the commentary box, so you're not disappearing anytime soon. Thanks for talking to us tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Thank you.
Well played, Joe Johnson. There were some terrific pots in that match from there.
It never loses the old pot.
No,
you know, I mean,
absolutely,
he potted some incredible balls, didn't he?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is, you know, what I grew up watching when I saw Joe Johnson. I mean, Neil had the pleasure of playing with him back in the 80s, but watching him, you know, they're inspirational. But some of the pots were still there, and this was a wonderful shot. It was always on this shot, actually.
He's always been a very attacking player.
Yeah.
But he had to really, because he was getting tied up by Barry quite a lot. But yeah, I mean, it's a pity he never went to either side of that match. But yeah, Joe showed us what he could do, which is not quite nice, because the first 2 frames he kind of shut out, really.
Good match, that, guys, wasn't it? Because obviously some great pots, but also the safety from Barry, and Joe would not let go. He's still scrapping away, is he not?
I think, you know, you've got so much experience in this seniors, you're going to see some good stuff in that tactical and safety department, you know, sure.
OK, one more match to go in the round of 16 to settle the lineup for the quarterfinals of this tournament. And it's Darren Morgan against Thailand's Daechuat Poomjang. Both players will be out to play very, very shortly. Darren, top player, and Daechuat clearly wants to do well here.